If you're an outdoor living company and you're stuck around $1 million per year, but you know you should be doing more, I'm going to show you exactly how companies are generating 100K plus in projects from Facebook ads in as little as 30 to 60 days. And no, it's not this, we're going to throw up some ads and hope they work, because most outdoor living companies don't have a lead problem, meaning the demand is there. They just don't have the right system to convert those opportunities into jobs. So you might be getting opportunities, you might be getting leads, but they're tire kickers, they're no-shows, they're people who can't afford your projects, and we got to nip that in the butt from the get-go. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what's working right now and how we're helping outdoor living companies turn Facebook into predictable pipelines worth of 25, 50, 75, 100K plus projects and converting those into jobs. So here is a campaign we recently ran for one of our clients. The cost per lead was right around $50 to $75. And these are real homeowners, guys. These are not junk leads. These are people who are wanting full outdoor renovations done. This is not just, I want mulch around my yard, I want some rock bed around my yard. That's not what we're targeting, right? So, and you might be thinking in your head, well, Josh, I've heard that people get leads for $25, $30, $40 a lead. Yeah, that's all well and good. And you can do that. I could do that instantly with these ads, but half of those would be complete junk, a waste of time to even call, a waste of time to set an appointment. So why is the cost per lead a little higher? It's because we added some friction. We made it harder to book an appointment with us. Therefore, the cost per lead went up. But what actually turned out is we got better opportunities. We got serious people who wanted a full retaining wall, a full patio to convert their yard into a space they actually love. So therefore, the cost per lead was a little bit higher, but the opportunity quality was better. I don't even mind if it's 100 to 150 and you only get 10 of those per month and only 3 turn into jobs. That is way better than spending money and just trying to get leads for the sake of leads. We want quality right up front, and we have a system that will help convert these into actually qualified homeowners. So this client went from absolutely 0 opportunities to over 42 plus opportunities in just 60 days. His pipeline is now sitting around 750. He's already collected 100K in deposits, and he's already sold 10 designs from this campaign alone. And the result was we could have sold even more, but we'll get into that very shortly. So first, before you run ads, is a good ad just creating a picture saying free weed spraying, free fertilization, free estimate, and here's all the services we offer? No, what you're going to attract with these types of ads is people who are not serious, who don't have the money, and who just want to get a free estimate on their home just to see what it would cost. So what most people get wrong is they try to sell the job within the ad immediately, and that doesn't work. What we do instead is you got to position yourself as the expert, speak to the person's pain points, show their vision, say why you're unique, and come up with a unique offer to get them to actually take action on the ad. Because we're not trying to attract everyone. We're trying to attract homeowners who already are thinking about a real project and who are serious. And if they take the action, they have to essentially qualify themselves enough that we will call them back and schedule an on-site appointment. So what does a good ad actually look like? First, show your face. You show the outdoor experience so they emotionally connect to what you're trying to pitch in the first second. Next.
A lot of wasted potential sitting behind your house right now. And this should be the year you actually enjoy entertaining outside. Most backyards have never been designed to be used and enjoyed. Poor layout, drainage issues, awkward slopes. So even during the best months of the year, the space goes unused.
So what did we do within the first 10 seconds? We got right into the homeowner's pain. You have awkward slopes. You are not utilizing your backyard how you actually want to. What is that doing to the prospect? It's speaking directly to how they feel, how they see themselves using that space this summer, how they are not going to be able to host their family, how they can't even let the dogs in the backyard because the deck's falling over. Things of that nature are going to resonate with your prospect immediately. When you get on the phone with them, they're going to say, you'll start to hear, your ad resonated with me. They won't say resonate, but they'll say, your ad spoke to me. This is exactly what I was thinking, and I don't know how to best utilize my yard. So from the get-go, you're positioning yourself as the expert to deliver the service and to give them a unique offer that will attract them in and convert them into a real opportunity. Now, you might be thinking, Josh, this looks kind of weird, right? This is just a video of a guy walking through a space. It looks like some weird cuts. Yes, it's an AI video. If you use your own personal videos, that's all well and good. You'll probably spend $3 to $5 grand to make that video and have it be a quality. You're not going to be able to test what attracts the homeowner right away, as well as you're not going to be able to showcase everything throughout your backyard. When we were going to make this video for this client, their whole area was covered in snow. So we have this contractor walking through these spaces when their whole region is covered in snow, and we did it through AI, and people don't even really mind as long as you're speaking the right language and attracting the right people. Do we send them to a Facebook forum that just gets their name, phone number, and email address? No. Why? Because that's where you get this bandwidth of just tire kickers, people who just want free estimates, people who are not willing to take 30 seconds to a minute to fill out a survey. If they take 30 seconds to a minute to actually fill out a survey and pre-qualify themselves, then they are more of a qualified opportunity. Therefore, we hit them with a unique offer and we give a timeline so there's urgency to commit to that offer within a timeline. And below, we're showing trust assets. We're showing why that we are the right person to work with, and showing our reviews, showing other authority assets, such as like we work with Unilock, we work with Belgard products, right? They might be in a position where they're already researching those materials. And if they don't know that you utilize them, then they don't know that, right? So be a good steward and position yourself as the expert, show authority, show that they can trust you. And if they go through this process, we need to just deliver on the next steps. So how do we qualify an opportunity? Essentially, this is where everything changes. We don't send them straight to a book now. We're going to qualify them first. So they land on a landing page. They take a short survey and they go through their survey saying, you know what, I want a full backyard transformation. Oh, I just wanted an outdoor kitchen or dining area. Oh, I wanted, a patio design. They click that. Then we don't just let them click. We have to allow them to add a little more friction to actually fill out patio design, low maintenance, right? Whatever they're going to say here, you want them to add more friction, because I don't want anybody to book. I want the right people to book. So after they fill out the survey, am I just going to let them say that's a lead and I just got their information on file? And now I got to wonder when this person's busy, when I should follow up with them, when I should reach out and try to get them into a qualification call? No, you need to have a next step planned. The first step is to attract the right person. The next step is to get them to schedule a meeting so they are expecting your call. And if you call them at that time, what did you do? You just built trust. The homeowners are always saying to me, I can't trust my contractor. I call him, he never answers. He's been on this project and now he's ghosting me and he's halfway through my patio and I can't get him back on the line. Why would you try to compete with those types of people? Just deliver a great service from the get-go, from when the ad runs to when you have a next step, and call them at that time so you're building trust throughout that process. And make it easy for them to do. Have them go through the survey, pre-qualify themselves, and then give them the action you want them to take. Book your next call, right? And if they don't book, then we follow up with automations to try to get them to book a time. And if they book, they're more serious than the people who didn't book, right? So this alone is going to eliminate 50 to 70% of your bad leads and convert them into real opportunities. This is where most outdoor living companies lose deals. Speed to lead, right? So the second somebody opts in, they get hit with a text message, an email, a follow-up sequence, and you're responding instantly without lifting a finger. You're essentially telling the prospect, we got your information, we're here, we're ready for the next step. Now, here's another big mistake I see. Everyone tries to go straight to selling the deal, and this is going to kill the deal. So first, you need to know when you can call that person back and when to have this qualification call. First, if a new lead comes in and they did not book a call, you have automations built where you can follow up with that lead and try to get them to book a call, get them to respond and say what's going on with your project. And once they do that and book a call, then these are more qualified opportunities and you should spend your time building your calendar around when to call these people back. Then at 9 a.m., May 1st, you should be calling this person back and telling them, hey, I see that you opted into our form. Just want to see if you had a few minutes to have a conversation, and boom, you're into the qualification call. This is not where you try to sell your deal, guys. This is where we're just getting the information. We're essentially just asking the same questions to make sure they're qualified, and then we're setting an on-site appointment as the next step. I've seen people that have generated 25 to 30 leads a month, and they keep losing the deal here during the call. One is they either don't call them back, or they call them back and they're rude, or three, that they try to sell the deal here. They try to sell the design first. They try to sell the patio and try to qualify them on price right from the get-go. They're trying to say, oh, if you don't have $30,000, I'm not even going to come on site. Guys, people can get money. You just have to give them options. Do you ask about budget here? You can, just to make sure that they're thinking in the same realm as you, but you're not going to disqualify hard on budget from the get-go. So what do we do here? We put together a system to create opportunities on autopilot. Now, you might be saying, Josh, I saw that ad spend was around $1,500 to $2,000. If you can make $100,000 from one project for spending $1,500 and you could float that for 1 or 2 months, wouldn't you do that? That ROI is like $42 to $1 spent. I mean, if you're not willing to do that, then you should probably not be thinking about scaling your business at this point. You should just be thinking of, I just want to maintain my referrals and keep that steady. But here's what we did. We put together a full system. We set up the ads. We came up with a unique ad and a unique offer. We sent them to a pre-qualification survey that has them filter out who's serious and who's not. We automatically followed up with the lead to see if they're willing to take that next step, which is scheduling an appointment. And if they schedule the appointment, we set a time to call them back. That way we're in control of the sale and we're qualifying based on our qualification metrics, not theirs. That's how companies are converting these into big jobs year over year. So if you're sitting there thinking we should be doing way more this year, but something's missing, I can help you out. Click the link below, book a call. We'll break this down exactly and show you exactly what is holding you back and map out a plan to help you scale. Or you can set this up for yourself just based on this video and you can go out and test it. And if you do, just comment, back what your results were and how well did it go.